You're good enough to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life. And as cliche as that sounds, I don't give a fuck. And I feel like that's some of your energy too. So if you're still here, if you want to know more, if you want some confirmation, stick around. Now, I feel like you have got to the point where you're kind of tired of your own shit, but more so tired of other people like doubting you, tired of things just going wrong. You're fed up, and you're being called to channel that anger into orchestrated action, right? Like if you're pissed off that people keep doubting that you could be a painter, go paint your ass off, right? And on some like prove them wrong type energy. But be careful with that energy, right? Because if you get too caught up in the I'm going to prove them wrong, you lose sight of the vision that you hold for yourself. You lose sight of you because you're too busy trying to prove others wrong. You're not just trying to show yourself your real self, your real you. Now, there's definitely something here about um, spending time with Mother Nature or like star bathing, sunbathing, getting light on your skin. And this feels like starlight, period. Yes, our sun, but even just like at night, maybe safely being outside and kind of just basking in that starlight, soaking up that starlight. Now, there's also something here about like you could be in this energy of like not feeling good enough to achieve what you want to achieve or do what you want to do or be with the person that you want to be with or be the person you want to be because maybe in the past you made a lot of mistakes. You are a little shameful, you feel guilty, maybe you had some addictions that kind of took you out of your element or maybe coping mechanisms that were maladaptive, right? Um, and there's a lot of like density in this energy of feeling good enough because you feel like I was such a bad person. Like, why would I deserve? Excuse me. Why do I deserve this? I did this to this person, or I was doing this and that. That's not part of the journey, baby. The part of the journey is the journey, right? And now it's a different story if you're like, dang, I felt bad that I was, such a terrible partner to my significant other and then you still are. That's a whole other conversation. But if you can look at that and be like, damn, this is where I could have been just a kinder person or a more understanding person, that's what counts and that's what matters. That's the only thing that matters because we're here now, right? We can't go back. We can go back by way of visualizing and forgiveness, but you know, anyway, um, there is something here about just being able to let go of all that density because there's something deep within you that is trying to be heard, that's trying to give you an answer about something, that's trying to open you up to something or show you the way. If you've been asking like I need a sign or which direction do I go now, or maybe you felt like you were really connected with your guides, your angels, your ancestors, God, the universe, Allah, whoever you resonate with, but then all of a sudden it's just quiet. It's like, oh, I stopped seeing synchronicities, I stopped having these elaborate vivid dreams. It's not that you are being left alone. It's calling you to now focus all that, gather all that information that we've been giving to you, and now it's time to focus inward, and you'll hear us there, right? um and also I feel like the moment you kind of turn your gaze within, the moment you can just sit with your intuition and listen to this inner authority that is within you, it'll help you swim through this density. I said in another reading about like an energy feeling like jello, right? It's not completely solid, but it's like imagine trying to swim through jello. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm doing it, but damn, it's kind of difficult. So let's just see what this. It's interesting. I split on the Two of Cups because when I was shuffling this deck before, wait, yeah, this was at the bottom, right? I split on the Two of Cups. So there's definitely something here about coming into alignment with something, someone, an opportunity, or a place, an environment that one, it's you're coming into alignment with it, so therefore you are in alignment with it. But it is coming in. It's coming in a way that may be a little bit like a blessing in disguise type energy, or maybe it's just coming in a way where you're like, well, how the hell is that gonna happen? Like, for example, say you have like, oh wow, say you have oh never mind, a bouquet of flowers, and you're like, what's the example? This is going to be a terrible example, but it's just like you have certain elements, certain things are playing out, and then someone is telling you, like, oh, okay, here's a good one. You have a bucket of ice, and someone's like, wow, you have a lot of water. And you're like, no, 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 I have ice. Like, this is solid. What am I supposed to do with this? And then that ice melts, and you're like, oh no, my ice melted. And you're like, oh, wait, but I do have a lot of water. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to find a nice metaphor for this. But yeah, this feels like something coming in by way of like some uncertainty, a lot of like nebulous energy. This could be a lot of anxiety and could be involved here. Maybe you're feeling very apathetic. You're just like this can't happen for me. Ain't no way I'm gonna get this job, or ain't no way I'm ever gonna get over this. And it's like boom, all of a sudden you got the job, or you're over this certain thing, right? And you're like, oh damn, I didn't know that I can crawl out of this thickness, right? This water. Remember, I was saying it's like jello. You're able to just whoosh, extend outside of that, to transmute to transmute this Nine of Swords energy. So we have the Moon, Temperance, Nine of Swords, Seven of Coins, Seven of Cups, King of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. You're climbing out of something. And yeah, okay, there we go. It's like you're in this muck, you're in this jello like water, and you're like, ain't no way I'm gonna get out of this. Ain't no way I'm gonna be able to swim to the shore. It's way too far away. And then all of a sudden it's like, the universe just puts a ladder in your way, and you're like, oh, damn. Well, thanks, universe. Like, I wasn't expecting a ladder to just appear out of nowhere, but here we are. And that could also be a metaphor for like, you didn't expect to get this promotion, you didn't expect to climb the ladder, and yet here you are. It's happening for you. And once you are able to get out of some kind of density, I don't know what it is that you're in, you could be dealing with, like I was saying, a lot of anxiety or addictions or depression or something like that, whatever it is that you're going through right now. When you come out of this, there's a transmutation happening. And I feel like a lot of this like healing is coming through when you are sleeping. First of all, just physically, that's when healing, like quite literally, healing happens within the body. The body is able to flush things out, the digestive system, where it's like that's when the body does most of its cleaning, so to speak. So you may be experiencing a lot of insomnia, or having trouble going to sleep, or staying asleep, having crazy nightmares. It's because, like, here's how I see it in my mind's eye, and I hope this makes sense to you. When a snake sheds its skin, it's like another layer under there. But imagine you're a snake, but you have like all these layers that you're shedding at once. So what you may not see right now, when that layer gets shed, it's like things are coming up from underneath that layer. And you're like, damn, I thought I was over this. Okay. And then you shed that layer, and you're like, okay, things are getting better, things are healing. And then all of a sudden you shed another layer, and boom, something's there. That's happening to you on a subconscious level. And so that's why you're having like crazy nightmares, or, waking up in the middle of the night, like, what, that dream was crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, and it's giving you anxiety, but really what's happening is you're healing on a mental and emotional level by way of nightmares, right? Because that's what it feels like in the subconscious. But dreams are metaphors, right? If you feel called to, go look up what some of those symbolisms or things in your dream mean for you. Seven of Coins, Seven of Cups. I feel like these two are intertwined in a way. I feel like these are the transmutation. I feel like something about What is this? It's like what is this? Help me out. Queen of Coins. Wow, that's so interesting. I feel like I was talking so much and so fast just now because it was all just kind of flooding out of me. I wasn't even thinking. I was just speaking. And it's interesting that I get to the 7 of Coins after this transmutation and it's just like it just stops. Similar to what I was saying about like you're all this is happening, and then all of a sudden it just seems like things just kind of go quiet, right? It's not that it just stops, it's just a time to slow down, to listen, to go within, right? To see everything that has come up within you on an emotional level. 111 could be significant, or 1111. But also to just take a look at everything and be like, this could be emotions, yes, but this can also be like relationships and partnerships, creative endeavors, like taking a look at these things that fuel you, I want to say, and then choosing what's coming with you and what's not. This is also giving me this energy of like, okay, I've done all whatever this is for you, right? And now I'm like, I planted my seeds. I'm in this waiting period of just like waiting for my harvest. But now I want to move on to something. Yeah, it's like 7 of Cups is giving me this like multifaceted type energy. You are a multifaceted being. You have very unique nature. You should allow yourself to be seen, King of Wands, right? And I feel like a lot of this whatever it is that you're looking for is coming through in some kind of book. Maybe you're trying to learn new techniques on how to draw, or how to build a business or something. It's you need to start reading. And it's like once you start reading, you'll find like, oh damn, I really know nothing about this. And that may be discouraging at first, but you got to look at the bigger picture. It's like because you are in a whole new timeline, whole new, like new me, new, what's that expression? New year, new me. Kind of interesting little energy here. But don't look at that as like, oh, I'm an imposter. Like, is this really me? It's like, no, you've done so much right here. Don't discredit that. Don't discount that. Like, you've been doing the work. You're allowed to just be whoever you want to be, and whatever feels good, whatever feels in alignment with you, that's your unique nature. Okay. And that's why you need to go within and really essentially talk to yourself, right? And really get to know you, know thyself, right? Because when you know yourself, no one can lie to you. When you know yourself, no one can hurt you. You might get your feelings hurt. Yes, indeed. That's part of the human experience. But they can't damage you. It can't be so destructive like it used to be in the past. So if you do feel like, damn, like I really have no idea how to do any of this, perfect. That's exactly where you need to be. Because when you allow yourself to be in that new energy, beginner's mind, you open yourself up to a wellspring of divine unions, partnerships, careers, studies, creations, financial abundance. The list goes on and on, baby. This is the Ace of Cups. So don't get too caught up in know-it-all energy, and understand that you know everything that you need to know right now. You have all the knowledge, information, and wisdom that you need to have right now. And with that, when I was saying you are good enough at the beginning of this message, and you're probably feeling a lot of shame or guilt or just these dense energies about yourself and about who you were in the past, know and understand that you did the best you could with the knowledge, the information, and the wisdom that you had at that time. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I love you so much. Take care.